for staying with us here in the 4 o'clock show. Out of growing concern for skyrocketing levels of mental health issues, violence, behavior and learning disorders, autism in American children, Moms Across America, a national educational nonprofit, has initiated a fast food testing program.
That's right, and joining us now, Moms Across America founding executive director Zen Honeycutt. Zen, thank you so much for joining us. These numbers are certainly alarming that Moms Across America has found in some of the foods, and you say it comes basically from chemicals used in farming?
Yes, actually, we tested fast food because we found out when we tested school lunches last year that fast food suppliers actually supply school lunches. So we tested 42 samples of the top 20 fast food brands plus one more, In-N-Out. And we found harmful antibiotics and hormones in the majority of the top 10. And we found glyphosate in 100% of the samples, harmful pesticides in 74% of the samples. We found an aviary contraceptive in Chick-fil-A sandwich. That is very concerning for our children to be eating and for 85 million Americans potentially to be eating per day. We found heavy metals in 100% of the samples. And we also found very low levels of vitamins and minerals. For instance, if a woman wanted to get her recommended level of vitamin B3, she would have to eat 333 Chick-fil-A sandwiches in a day, and a man would have to eat 380. And the problem is with that is that studies have shown a deficiency of vitamin B's leads to aggression and violence. And we all know that that is rising in America today. So we are extremely concerned about the toxins in fast food and school lunches.
Okay, Zen, well, you just underscored the problem, but it's all about solutions. How in the world, when you have hundreds of thousands of schools and millions of school children, how do you go about finding an alternative?
Well, first of all, we think the CEOs of these fast food companies have enough money to require some safety testing, to do quality control, test for heavy metals, test for pesticides, test for chemicals, and to tell their suppliers, that within a certain amount of time, we are not going to be accepting these types of food. So it starts with the farming, it starts with the sourcing, and regenerative organic agriculture has been shown to have higher nutrients and to have less toxins and to actually absorb more carbon and just create a better planet for everybody. So regenerative organic farming is what we're promoting and asking people to purchase organic as much as possible.
Well, Zen, I know Moms Across America is calling on policymakers to make some of these changes in farming practices that you're concerned about, but what kind of response are you getting so far from that? I mean, is anyone listening to Moms Across America and others?
It is challenging. We did have a congressional briefing sponsored by Cory Booker's office, so that was hopeful. We did visit with the USDA and the FDA. Moms Across America has met with the EPA 4 times. So we are hoping that someone on the Hill will listen because they have children too. They have health issues, and it is time to end this chemical era and to farm the way our great-great-grandparents farmed for thousands of years without toxic chemicals.
And eat natural food.
Yeah, and Zen, we have just a few seconds left, but that's kind of easier said than done when you look at the demand for mass production of food with 330 million Americans. This isn't our mom and dad's farm anymore.
Well, there are still a lot of small farms, and there are schools actually getting access to farm-to-school funds right now. For instance, in Wisconsin, Mark Dudla, a Dudla Family Farms, is able to ship free flour and beans to schools in that area that apply for a grant and are able to get that food. So this administration has actually given money towards that. It is possible. We do need parents at the schools to work towards having scratch kitchens so that the chefs at the school can actually cook food from scratch and not just reheat it in a microwave. So we have a long way to go, but if there are committed parents out there that are willing to do this, we recommend schooloflunch.com. They're teaching parents and school food directors on how to get farm to school foods, and it is happening.
Okay, well, that's good to hear. Zen Honeycutt from Moms Across America, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.